Hey there folks, rinimt here and welcome back to Let's Play it Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. In the last part, we did clean up to prepare for starting 2.1, and well, I have more cleanup to do because I need to work on some job quests, well, class quests for Goldsmith and Miner. So, Gorget's Rising. I need to do a few of these. Oh, Arya, I'm honestly a bit surprised to see you. Most newcomers find Gigi's evaluation so harsh that we never hear from them again. Well, it has been a little while. Don't mind it, I'm level 42. I'm so glad they didn't take him seriously when he says your copper wasn't fit for a chamber pot. I mean, really, it doesn't even make sense. You can make a chamber pot out of anything. Anyway, I hope you've been working hard because your next task won't be nearly as easy. Listen well, Arya, I want you to make me 3 copper gorgets. For this, you'll need copper ingots, which you conveniently learned to make last time. Now, I directed you to purchase ore from Iceton before. There are other ways to obtain it. You can dig it up yourself, or perhaps befriend a lonely miner and convince him to share with you. However you choose to obtain your materials, I'm sure you'll put them to good use. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let me out! Thank you. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna take a quick gander over the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. A little bit more expensive, but a little bit easier too. So let us take a visit over to the Independent Jeweler. And we are looking for copper gorget. Let's go ahead and buy 3 of them. I'm going to turn down my sound a little bit. It's actually a little bit high in my ears. No. Funny, because it's actually turned down. What the heck? Computer. Why are you like this to me? So, yeah, you can just buy the items for this stuff. Let's go to the right location. And let's make a return. Are the gorgets ready yet? Yes. No. Fudge. There we go. Well, in my opinion, gorgets here. Gorgets are gorgeous, greenhorn. Oh wait, I meant grotesque, ungodly, and affront to the gods themselves. For shame. Beg your pardon, Arya. I'm afraid that constructive criticism isn't one of Gigi's strong points. But where was I? Ah, yes, your gorgets are well made, strong, and functional. And that's the least they should be, as they're meant to protect one's throat. When it comes to basic pieces like these, they don't have much creative freedom. Still, doesn't mean we shouldn't put in less effort, especially since the technique used to craft simple accessories are the same ones used to craft elaborate ones. Now then, you've learned how to handle your hammer, but there's another tool I'd like you to get acquainted with. With this grinding wheel, you'll find it easier to add the finishing touches when you craft. Try using it and you'll see what I mean. Keep your nose to that grinding wheel, and you'll be ready for your next challenge in no time at all. So certain gear grants you bonuses to craftsmanship, control, and CP values. A higher craftsmanship rating hastens the progress of synthesis. Greater control increases chance of creating high-quality items, and additional CP improves your crafting stamina. Outfitting yourself with an eye to your current objective will increase the efficiency of your crafting endeavors. So, I'm just gonna grab the armor here. There's one thing I've discovered while I'm leveling this. It's like, oh my goodness! The gear for crafting and gathering is expensive on the market board. Thankfully, I can buy it from NPCs for now. Throw some rings on it. I'm so sorry, sir. Please don't. Oh, it's only you, Arya. For a moment there, I thought my heart was about to fail me. Thought the angry miner had returned. Gigi wasn't pleased with the ore the miner brought in, you see, and he made this clear in the only way he knows how. There was mention of the miner's mother and an alga. Never mind all that. I have an urgent task for you. We've just received an order for a prodigious quantity of copper rings. I'd like you to handle it. Now, this is an honest-to-God's commission, Arya. You'll have to satisfy a paying customer, not your kind and lovely guildmaster. But I believe you can do more than simply satisfy now the customers are waiting. So you best get started on those copper rings. When they're ready, come and show them to me, just for good measure. So, oh my, 12? Well, that's fine. It's fine. Here? Am I gonna have to actually make it? I'm probably gonna have to actually make it. Maybe. Let's check down here. Yeah. No, I don't have to make it. I can buy it. Off we go again. What do you mean I'm lazy? I'm not lazy. I'm efficient. I'm efficient when it comes to dealing with these low-level ones. 'Cause, like, oh my gosh. There we go. Alright. Is this the right one? No, but we have copper rings now. Up here, that's brass rings. I guess it's right there. Alright. Now you cannot buy them. You have to make them. Fine. Be that way. What do I need for it? 12 of these. Fine. Some copper rings to sell though. So we don't have to we don't have to HQ it, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is hit this quick synthesis button and just go ahead and quickly do this without having to manually go through the whole rigmarole. Now, of course, there is always a chance it will succeed, go HQ, which is fine. However, you know what's a fail thing there? I do believe they have made it so you can no longer fail at all by using quick synthesis. Something like that. I believe I saw that in a patch, like in patch notes somewhere. I don't really keep super up to date on crafting stuff. It kind of just have it there of my main character. And to access some things. Alright, so there is our 12. So let's go back to the Goldsmith Guild. Again. There we go. And everything's ready yet? Yup. Copper rings. I have seen worse. Oh, Gigi, must you always be so? Wait a minute. Did you just say you seem worse? Arya, that's as good as a compliment coming from him. I mean, when you consider what a scathing critic he usually is, perhaps the fact he's not saying anything more insulting is a sign he likes it. After all, he's called your previous work utter garbage and an affront to the gods themselves. I've expected him to call these rings abysmal failures. Oh, I probably should take this opportunity to teach you a thing or two about what you mean. Copper rings are rings made out of copper. They can be used to make chains and chain mail. He probably already knew that. Anyway, alright, I would like you to deliver these rings to the client personally. I handle it myself, but I believe it's very important that you learn how to deal with customers firsthand. The client is a Sultan Sworn named Robert, who should be waiting outside the guild right now. Told him he can wait inside, but he said he didn't want to distract the goldsmiths at the work. Not that I would mind a distraction like that. Ooh, baby, or something like that. Alright, so yeah, just right out here, right by the Aetherite, we will find Robert. You're goldsmiths, aren't you? Did Mr. Serendipity send you? Yup. Yes, he shall serve nicely. Keeping the Sultana from harm is perilous business, you see, and we Sultansworn can never have enough supplies to keep our equipment in serviceable condition. You may inform Serendipity that she can expect full payment soon, and I send her my fondest regards. Ooh. Got a little love thing going on here. How'd it go, Arya? What do you say about me? I mean, about your work. Oh. Anyway, seeing how well your very first commission went, I have high hopes for those to come. In fact, why don't you speak with Eustace down at the Quips and see what work is available for a goldsmith? Yes, I do believe you're ready to handle commissions independent of my supervision. Take yourself to the Adventurers Guild and try taking on a task or two. So basically they're telling us, hey, by the way, you could go ahead and take on guild leaves now as a crafter. Or just like starting at level 10 specifically. Anyway, objectively speaking, you would not believe what just happened, Ari. Gigi, touch my bottom. I was assisting one of the goldsmiths when he reached out and grabbed it without warning. He has a gall to say that my bottom lacks sufficient shape and tone. I feel so violent and solid. I'm glad Robert wasn't here too. Oh, that reminds me, Robert was back with another commission. This time he wants a pair of fang earrings and a brass gorget made. And that's just by any goldsmith, mind you. He would specifically request the artisan who crafted the copper rings. That's you, Arya. He must be really impressed by your work. When the accessories are ready, pray present them for my inspection. I want to ensure that Robert's completely satisfied. So now we need to get not one, but 2 items. Fang earrings and a brass gorget. Now I want to say that I should be able to just buy these again out of laziness. Because that's the name of how Rini is half the time. Especially when it comes to lower level stuff. Just double check to make sure that the market board is not... Okay, we're using the NPC. It's like making sure the market board is not cheaper. Yeah, no, it's definitely not. I want to say brass gorget is here. And we need a pair of fang. Wait, I already have a pair. I could just use the pair I used to use for equipping. Excellent. Excellent. That's handy. I'm like, wait a second, I already have one. Okay. Okay. Easy enough. How are the earrings and the garter coming along? Fine. Don't mind if the earrings look a little worse for wear, but they're fine. Impressive work, Arya. You clearly have an affinity for brass. The fine touches on those earrings in particular. Yeah, it's definitely from an NPC. I mean, yes, I cropped it. Fangs, brass. This presents a dilemma. I should not like these items, but they feel fresh. Your numerous mistakes, when taken together, give them an endearing quality. I am reminded of serendipity. Her meager bosom and untoned buttocks are... Gigi! I'll have you know that my bosom is quite ample and my bottom is as firm as can be. I simply don't wear clothing that... Wait, this has nothing to do with anything. I refuse to be party to a debate about my own body parts. We're talking about the earrings and the gorget you made, Arya. Both call for brass, which is more useful than you may realize. While it isn't the fanciest metal around, it can be made to resemble gold in appearance if shaped and polished well. Despite Gigi's comments, I believe you've done an excellent job. Robert will doubtless agree. Since he requested you to make these items, I suppose you should be the one to deliver them. You'll find out outside as before. Okay, if you insist, I will do that. Okay, come on. There's like a really weird hitbox right there, and it's really annoying me. Good to see you again, Arya. Take it the ings and earrings. Yes, and gorget already. By the gods, craftsmanship from this NPC gear is exquisite. This isn't gear to be worn, but art to be admired. You can buy it right down the street. It's of little wonder that Serendipity was named Guildmaster at such a young age. She's a woman of incomparable talent and a rare beauty besides. What? It was you who crafted these? Well, now this is an unexpected development. To keep my eye on both of you and your lovely Guildmaster. My thanks, Arya. Oh, what am I getting myself into? That was my handiwork? I don't know what to say. For a customer to make your mistake your work for mine speaks to your growth as a goldsmith. At the rate you're improving, I can only imagine what customers will be saying about you years from now. Alright, let's grab that. And before I grab the level 21, I'm gonna grab a snack because I'm like really hungry all of a sudden. Okay, a melding of the minds. Oh, Arya, oh god, you should have seen it. It was glorious. Golden brown apple tart, freshly baked by a Bismarck-trained chef. I was saving for an afternoon snack the moment I turned my back. That little terror ate it. Gigi ate it. Mammoths can't even taste food. And then he had the nerve to criticize my diet, saying it would lead to further deviation from conventional standards of beauty. Gods, I just... Pardon my outburst. That's not why you're here, keeping your skills sharp, I trust. You know, it occurs to me that the past 2 tasks I gave you weren't proper lessons. How about I teach you something new? What do you know about materia? Wait, don't answer that. If you're familiar with it, 'tis my duty as guildmaster to instruct you in its applications to our craft. So let's review the basics. Materia are special crystals that you can use to enhance the properties of items. Now, attaching these crystals requires an artisan's touch, so for this lesson, I'm going to attach materia to an item. Not any item, mind you, but a staghorn staff, which I would have you craft yourself. This particular staff may prove difficult to construct, if only because the requisite horns must be cut from antelopes, which are not native to THAL. If you wish to purchase some, you might have luck searching over the Sapphire Avenue exchange. That doesn't yield what you seek, a trip to Gridania may be in order. There are numerous types of material out there, but it's entirely up to you what you use. I'm only concerned with your ability to attach it after all. Oh, and I almost forgot the most important part. While this talking material makes absolutely no sense, you could go to Central THAL and learn from Master Mix himself. Though, to be honest, I don't understand a word he says. No questions? Splendid. Off you go, Arya. Alright, so we just need to get a staghorn staff and attach any random materia to it. I don't... Yeah, we're gonna have to make a trip out there. Don't remember if... Let's look here. I don't remember what category it's under, but... The heck? It's not there at all. Ow. Helps if I'm searching under the symbol magic. Next category? Staghorn staff. Alright, so yeah. We need to make a trip out to Blackbrush Station right quick like. Because we need to learn about melding materia. Yay! Alright. Waking the spirit. Why, hello there! I see you're a disciple of the hand like me. Mayhap you're interested in learning how to melt materia together. If so, it'd be my pleasure to teach you. Ready to begin? Good. Now then, there's only one thing to keep in mind when melding materia slots. Arms and armor each have a number of these slots and determines how many pieces of materia they can host. Normally, an item cannot host more pieces of materia than it has slots. However, as with most things in life, there are certain exceptions. But this sort of knowledge is for later down the road. After you become more experienced, you may want to broach the subject matter with Master Mix. Now off you go and happy melding. So, it looks like we are actually high enough. So, while we're out here. Melding materia muchly. Uplander has joined your materia. Uplander desires to join muchly, yes. Then Mix makes brain case of Uplander Rebel with secret knowings of materia. But first, Uplander must be proving readiness. Uplander showy do attaching 8 pieces of materia. Let Uplander and Mix trade tongue flaps again. So we're gonna have to meld 8 materia specifically right in front of him. So we're gonna have to get 8 materia. Let's see more pressing issue, I suppose. So, back to UL'DAH, I guess. Okay, so how do you go about melding material? Well, you just select the item, it'll pull up this material melding thing, and... So, we need to make sure we're doing it here, because we have to do it in front of Unimix. So, I'm gonna do both of these here, and then once I've done that, let's go ahead and, I guess it's already open. Let's just say retrieve material. So because it's such a low level material compared to the item, it is just 100%. To retrieve it. So we can just repeat that 4 times. Alright, so I just need to grab that Craftsman's Cunning material off of there, because I don't want to lose that one when I turn in the Staff of Serendipity. Uplander has good joining skill. Unimix give Uplander secret knowings of word bond. Mostly part, one fighting tool bears only little materia. If Uplander uses secret joining skill, one fighting tool bears many materia, maybe. Unimix teaches Uplander secret joining skill, but Uplander keep in break case it sometimes might work unrightly. When fighting tool of Uplander bear many materia, a world's materia turn to bitty bits. Using secret joining skill, not for unstrung a bladder. So basically, what we have now unlocked is what people have called overmelding. This allows you on some crafted pieces of equipment to meld on up to 5 materia. However, past the initial couple, it's going to have a very high chance of failure. Now if it like naturally has that many slots, it's not going to fail, but anytime you go over the actual number of slots on a item that can be overmelded, it can fail. Very high chance to fail. Anyways, let us return back to the Goldsmith Guild. How goes your endeavor to attach materia, Arya? Great. I even did it a bunch of times, actually. Just don't mind what I put on there. The crystallized essence of past experience, so easily inherited. Oh, this is all rather silly. Would it not be more simple to attach materia directly to self? Gigi would be glad to try inserting crystals into Greenhorn's skull. No, bad Gigi. That isn't how materia works. Oh, please don't misunderstand him, Arya. I'm certain he means well. As for your staff, it's very well made and materia is perfectly melded. Nicely done. Perhaps you're wondering who prefers a staff with a head piece of bone over one set of jewels? Well, the thaumaturges favor such equipment. Fangs and horns are the weapons of beasts used to kill and defend. Few materials are better suited than these for channeling the dark arts, or so I understand. I'm the furthest thing there is from a trained thaumaturge, but even I can sense the arcane magics residing within the staff. Anyway, I trust you've learned something today, and the importance of searching the markets and about how to handle materia. I hope this knowledge serves you well in your future endeavors. Yeah, we've kind of been already doing that for a while, so yeah. Come on. Or even the silver cord be loosed. Arya, I was just hoping you would come by. You see, something's happened to Gigi. Recently he started acting strangely. Even by his usual standards. Anyway, I believe I've determined the cause. It's quite complicated, but to put it simply, he's breaking down. I can handle repairs, but I need to count on you for something. I'm gonna make an ingot of silver. Not any ingot of silver, mind you, but a high quality one. It may seem daunting, but I have every confidence that you can handle the task. The higher the quality achieved during synthesis, the greater chance that the finished item will be HQ. Using HQ materials provides a bonus to the initial quality, increasing the probability of producing an HQ item up to 100%. So we do need to get our hands on an HQ silver ingot, which means I need to get my hands on silver ore. Fortunately, because it is HQ, that means we cannot buy it from the market. I don't have silver ore, do I? Where is it again? Right. Time to go do some mining. Alright, so I went ahead and crafted up that ingot after getting the ore. This is perfect, Arya. Can fix Gigi with this. I'm sure of it. Silver ingot got first to accept aid from Greyheart. So humiliating. Ah, poor Gigi. He's like a completely different person. What? Not that different than usual, you say? Well, it seemed that way to you, but I can assure you he's quite out of sorts. Anyway, silver was historically prized for its beauty. Ancient peoples even believed it possesses magical qualities. Although they did not completely understand the natural processes involved, they were in fact correct. It's difficult to explain to someone without an extensive background in the relevant fields. Well, let's just say that silver is really, really good at channeling ether. For this reason, silver is the material of choice for making Mammoth's precision parts. Thankfully, a component responsible for Gigi's erratic behavior is within my ability to craft. But God forbid that his core should ever be damaged. Oh, the core? It's like, well, it's everything that makes Gigi himself. His memories, his personality, his soul, really. When he was first built over a century ago, he knew nothing, but by assisting guildmaster after guildmaster, he's come to possess more wisdom and experience than any living goldsmith. That knowledge and the gentle soul that carries it are our guild's greatest treasures. I take it you didn't realize just how irreplaceable he is. Believe me, it's been a great comfort having him around. Thanks to you, we can continue to rely on his counsel. Yay! Yeah, okay. Serendipity now. My box is kind of like wandering down. Arya, something awful has happened. Gigi, instead of behaving better, he's acting even worse. Traveling merchant was here not a bell ago to discuss a potential contract with us. Amidst the negotiations, Gigi commented on the man's jewelry, claiming such tiny baubles are beneath even a lamenting whore. Unsurprisingly, the man became quite upset and stormed off. Our members understand that Gigi can be a harsh critic, but this foreign gentleman, Roboton, was visiting us for the first time. If it were a guild member, he might have overlooked the incident, but he was a potential business partner. God, this is a disaster for the guild. Must make it up to him. Can you help me, Arya? Before Gigi offended him, we were discussing a bulk order of malachite earring. By way of an apology, I'd like to gift Roboton a pair of these, the finest we can craft. If the gods are good, he will forgive us for the incident. You're one of our best, so I'd like you to craft the earrings. When they are ready, please present them to me for inspection. So now we need to make some HQ malachite earrings. Oh my gosh, that one spot is like torture, basically. Should be in here. Maybe, of course I haven't actually made it yet. Need more silver. So real quick, while I am here for getting the stuff for the earrings, let's talk to Sid Goat here. Gone to pieces. For 12's sake, what living am I to make without wares to sell? She promised the shipment would be here by now. Ah, you there, an adventurer, are you not? May I ask for your help in tracking a shipment of goods sorely behind schedule? I know you're thinking, but considering the client, this request is certain to benefit you as well. If you're up for the task, I would have you speak with Nesting Heron at the bonfire in central Thanalan. For the shipment to be so late, I can only imagine some new innovation of that Metamix fella has her preoccupied. Oh, so we have to go back there. Well, in the meantime, let's go ahead and work on these Goldsmith quests some more. Are the earrings ready? Yes. Such a vibrant green. Such rich, vibrant greens. Even I couldn't have done a better job of cutting the stones. Despite being relatively commonplace, malachite is quite sought after, owing to its supposed power to ward off evil. Pieces bearing swirls resemble an eye are especially popular. Superstitions notwithstanding, it does indeed have some mild thaumaturgical properties. I must say, I think you've really outdone yourself, Arya. I pray that Rohan will feel the same. Much as I would like to apologize in person, I'm not sure he would be willing to hear me out, so I would like you to deliver the earrings. Before he left, Rohan mentioned that he had other business to conduct at the Ruby Road Exchange. Chances are you'll find him there. Alright, so let's run into all of the dang walls. And... Alright, Adventurers Guild. Oh god, it's not another guild, Goldsmith. Let me make myself clear. I just wanted to discuss a potential partnership. I do not know what I have done to offend your guildmaster and her assistant. I understand that I'm no longer welcome. Now please, leave me in peace. Really now, I don't want to hear it. Just leave me. By the 12, I've never seen such fine craftsmanship. From Mr. Serendipity? I'm speechless. I never imagined the guildmaster would go so far as to personally craft... Wait, you are the one who crafted these? Not the fair guildmaster? The gods do indeed work in mysterious ways. I do not believe I've properly introduced myself. I'm Rohan, a traveling entrepreneur. I go wherever opportunity beckons, buying for a gill and selling for two. Long have I wandered the realm in search of fine accessories, as well as a talented goldsmiths who craft them. And you are precisely the sort of artisan I endeavor to meet. I'd be honored if you allowed me to purchase more of your fine merchandise. Permit me to sell your wares, and we will both be wealthy in no time. Ah, but forgive my impetuousness. You are a guild goldsmith, and I must go through the proper channels. Very well. I'll meet with Mr. Serendipity once more. Please give my card to your guildmaster and inform her that I shall contact her again soon to resume contract negotiations. Alright, back to the Goldsmiths Guild. Welcome back, Arya. While you were gone, I performed some basic maintenance on Gigi. I'm not sure I fixed the problem, if there even was a problem to begin with, but... Oh, but what about Rohan? Did you find him? This is wonderful news, Arya. Not only has he forgiven us, he desires a business partnership even more than before. I knew I was right to count on you, Arya. There's something about your work that moves people, something that touches the soul. If it's a gift, and it can't be taught, much as I wish it could. No, you've always had it in you, and as you grow more skilled, you'll only become better at expressing it. I'm certain that was part of Rohan's decision. Since we know he'll request your services when he next visits, best work hard until the time comes. I suppose. Ah, the amount of experience we're getting per quest is finally starting to be like, oh yeah, we can, yeah. Mammoth's on fire. I've been waiting for you, Arya. Remember Rohan, the merchant for whom you made those exquisite earrings? He paid a visit not long ago, hoping to find you present. In fact, he was positively heartbroken that he couldn't speak with you in person. It's hard to believe he was once so furious with us. It's as if that unfortunate incident never happened at all. But returning to the matter at hand, Rohan is commissioning you to craft a firebrand. One of peerless quality, of course. When you finish, I must insist I evaluate your work. It's not that I don't trust your craftsmanship, but Rohan is an important client, to say the least. Alright, so we need to make a firebrand, if I were to guess. It's around here. Of course, I've like barely even touched this category. Maybe here? There's an earth brand. There's a firebrand. Pretty sure I have... Yeah, I have an Eye of Fire. So, I just have to make another silver ingot and pay a visit to a retainer. Okay, it took a little bit to actually get this because I failed the HQ, then had to go get materials and have Flame Kitty HQ it for me. And yeah. It was a little run around. Then I had to go get water because I was getting thirsty and my water was empty. All right, Gigi, I know this is your first evaluation in a long while, but I'm sure you can handle it. Fire, burn, 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 make it burn them. Gigi is the one true lord of the inferno. No, Gigi, no. What did I tell you? No fires. Please forgive me, Arya. I might have knocked something loose when performing maintenance earlier. I'm certain it's nothing important, really, other than the occasional outburst. He's been relatively stable. Well, for Gigi, anyway. Yes, the scepter. I must say that you've once again done a marvelous job. Particularly impressed by how well you set the Eye of Fire in the scepter. This gemstone is the focal point of the design, both aesthetically and practically speaking, as well allows the thaumaturge to channel the ethereal energies within. Hence what transforms the piece from a common instrument of death into a stunning work of art. A veteran thaumaturge would doubtless be satisfied by both the quality and efficiency of this firebrand. I just know Robotom will be happy to receive it. I say we give him the gift that keeps on giving. I say we give him the gift of fire. Gigi, there will be absolutely no gift giving on my watch. Have I made myself clear? You can leave the rest of me, Arya. I'll see that Robotom receives your firebrand and nothing else. Alright. Let's... Yeah, sure. Should just have one more to do? I don't think we'll... Unless this gives me 390,000 experience. It doesn't! The Horns of Green. Good to see you again. You'll be pleased to know that Gigi is completely back to normal. Why? When Robotom was here not too long ago, he had only to contend with Gigi's traditional repertoire of insults. You know what I mean, I'm sure. That Robotom was a hopeless fool, that he was completely devoid of artistic sensibilities, that he smelled of rolling berries, that sort of thing. Oh, don't get me wrong, it was still terribly distressing, but at least there was no more tug of fires. Anyway, as for why Robotom was here in the first place, he wished to commission you once more. It's time for a horn staff. It goes without saying that he desires a staff of the highest quality, so please bear that in mind before you present your work to me for inspection. Good luck. Oh my gosh, that one spot. Every single time. Oh, have you finished the horn staff already? Yeah, I definitely made it. Cough, cough. Horn staff. Aha! So this is Greenhorn staff. You are improving. Perhaps Greenhorn has finally outgrown her title. I must think of a more suitable one, something that acknowledges your recent growth, but still conveys disdain for the majority of your work. That's extremely high praise. Alright, at least I think so. But there is one thing I can say with certainty. This particular commission has made it even easier than usual to evaluate your growth. After all, the firebrand you made before require you to work with many of the same materials, so this is the perfect opportunity to see how your technique has improved since then. Although both were carved from algoat horn and adorned with an eye of fire, I would say that this staff is much more refined by comparison. The wolf fangs are flaring from the tip. The wolf fangs flaring from the tip are the coup de grace, and not only strengthening the thaumaturgical properties of the weapon, but also improving the wielder's ability to cut an imposing figure. You deliver this commission to Robotom at the Ruby Road Exchange personally. It's been a while since you last met. I'm sure he'll be happy to see you. Fine. I guess I'll do that as I click out of the window again. Does anyone run me a timer? Or not a timer, a counter on how many times I click out of the window. Oh, and there's the right click menu. It was always with the right click too. Adventurers Guild. Right. Why, if it isn't Arya, you're a hard woman to find. As it happens, I have another commission for you. Mr. Serendipity has the details right before I tell you. How about I just give it to you? I like that idea. You already crafted the horns that big. Your pardon, I had no idea. I appreciate that you came to deliver it. I was dreading the inevitable encounter with that irresponsible mammoth. Don't misunderstand. It's not that I'm offended. On the contrary, his assessment of my ability is harsh, but fair. It reminds me that I have much and more to learn before I can call myself a connoisseur of the fine arts. And at times like these, ignorance can be a fatal falling. Especially if the rumors sweeping the markets are to be given credence. Surely you've heard of them as well. This talk of the Jade Fox? Aye, the legendary thief has come to UL'DAH at last. Master of Disguise, his identity is a complete mystery, but there is but one thing with which everyone can agree. His lust for fine jewelry is insatiable. So you must understand why a merchant like me would feel ill at ease. There is no greater enemy to the industrious businessman than a dastardly thief who would steal his wares without compunction. You and your fellow Goldsmith should take care. In fact, it would not surprise me in the slightest if the Jade Fox were to turn his attention towards you. Okay, well, back to Serendipity. Welcome back, Ari. I hope the staff was to Rowaton's satisfaction. Congratulations on a job well done, then. Oh, but before you go, I've recently been informed that a dangerous thief has come to UL'DAH and that we Goldsmiths might be the target of his machina. What? You already heard about the Jade Fox? Well, now aren't we well informed? Anyway, I must urge you to be cautious when dealing with new customers. The Jade Fox may disguise himself as one in an attempt to defraud you. As for the guild, rest assured that I will personally scrutinize anyone who seeks to commission their goldsmiths. And I am an excellent judge of character. What was that? Did I just hear you snicker, Arya? I thought you respected your kind and lovely guildmaster. Yes, that's a word for it, I suppose. Oh my gosh, I can actually get, like, updated gear here. For once. Yay! Alright, so... I was gonna do the minor quest, but... part of the issue is this honestly took longer than I was hoping, so... I guess, next time we'll go ahead and do the 2.1 story! Yes, for real. Actually, for real this time, I swear. I'm just gonna wait on the minor ones. They don't have as... Oh, wait. Nope. Before we go, hold on. We have gone to pieces to finish up. Oh, I almost forgot about, like, the most important quest while I was doing the Goldsmith ones. At 450 is when I'll do the minor ones. Come on, me. I was just trying to find the ceiling. What's this about the shipment? Oh, yes, of course. Package is prepared and ready to be shipped. I meant to handle it sooner, but I've become engrossed in the study of desynthesis. I'll be sure to send word of your visit along with his wares. You have not heard of desynthesis? I suppose you would have to visit the bonfire quite often to keep pace with Munimix's myriad findings. Allow me to explain. Desynthesis is a new technique developed by Munimix to break down weapons and armor into their constituent parts. In short, it allows the retrieval of those materials originally used to craft an item. On occasion, the process will also yield a peculiar crystallized mass. There's still much research to be done, but we believe the mass is formed from residual spirit bond energies infused into equipment by the hands that crafted them. Because this process is similar to creation material, we've come to call these crystals demi-materia. Just imagine the applications of fortifying weapons, creating new armor. The possibilities are limitless. It may also be worth mentioning that, some of the demi-materia byproducts seem unfit for reuse. Radiance was not unlike the rubies and sapphires one might find for sale in UL'DAH. I imagine they would fetch a fair price if you would just show them to the right buyer. But if you are truly interested in learning more of these instances, I can think of no better way than trying it yourself. Perhaps the next time we meet, you can tell me of your findings. So, we have now unlocked desynthesis. Now use the general action desynthesis, and by doing so, break down unwound items into constituent parts. This action can only be used by Disciple Pan level 30 or above. The synthesis action can be accessed via the General tab in the Actions and Traits menu, or by selecting desynthesis from an item's sub-command menu. So this is actually something I wanted to figure out here. Let's find something that is not... Okay. Yeah, so Is it because they aren't level 30 or is it because they aren't unlocked? I need to figure this out. So real quick, do I have? Alright. So let's go unlock Weaver real quick. I'm not gonna level it per se, but I wanna go test something. You see if I need to level stuff up to 30 or if I can just unlock them and do desynthesis that way. So you don't actually have to be on the crafter to desynth. Like, if I found some jewelry or whatever that was gold, like stuff that was Goldsmith, I could just do it when I was on like monk. Be easy enough. Alright, Weaver's Guild. Alright, greetings adventurer, welcome to the wellspring of UL'DAH fashion. From the humble thread, our peerless artisans weave wonders, dreams in fabric form. We are renowned as the Orzea's finest purveyors of quality textiles and as her foremost arbiters of style. Needless to say, such renown was not one without effort. Ours is a tremendously demanding profession, you see, also a highly rewarding one. It is little wonder that so many adventurers have set their hearts upon joining us. Might you be one of them? Yes. Oh, I thought as much. Then I'm sure you'll be eager to learn all about our illustrious history. As I'm sure you know, THAL can be a perilous place. Its vast deserts being wont to punish the unprepared. While a menagerie of ferocious beasts stalk the sands, the greatest foe is, of course, the midday sun. And so, ever since man first set foot in this region, he has favored light, flowing fabrics that shield him from the sun's rays, while allowing his skin to breathe. Of course, UL'DAHs have ever been a people of taste, and demand for more extravagant designs spurred innovation, resulting in textile goods whose appeal extended far beyond our borders. Merchants had little trouble selling UL'DAH fabrics in foreign markets, so great was their reputation for beauty and quality. And when traders from those same markets sought to peddle their lesser products to THAL, well, it gave us a little cause for concern. Sunsilk tapestries is synonymous with the textile trade in UL'DAH, you see. Those who come here hoping to peddle cheap rags swiftly learn the price of doing business in our territory. Wiser men and women with an interest in our trade choose instead to join the guild, which the company generously operates from the betterment of UL'DAH society. We offer our members the tools and techniques needed to become successful, and should they prove themselves especially skilled, they may even be offered direct employment as sunsilk weavers. Just imagine, adventure, your designs could one day dictate the course of UL'DAH fashion. If you desire such fame and influence, then you might be granted a place with us, provided that you are willing to embrace hard work. To ensure candidates can endure the rigors of our profession, our guildmaster has taken it upon himself to evaluate each one personally. When you're ready to submit yourself to his rigorous scrutiny, say the word. Alright. Let us get Way of the Weaver done. Though I do wonder if your attire is appropriate for the occasion. You will find the esteemed Redland Rose supervising guild operations over yonder. Here's how I should say it. He's relentless in his pursuit for excellence. Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of in a I don't really care. I'm just focusing on Goldsmith. What do we have here? Another adventure in search of thrills and excitement? Shall I dance with you a merry jig? No? Well, if this fails to please you, I suggest you run along. Perhaps the woman of the Ruby Road Exchange will be more to your liking. Oh, so you mean to become a weaver? Then we have something to discuss after all. Shall we be blunt? Weaving is an art, and like all true artists, we must make sacrifices and suffer for our craft. So tell me, adventure, are you prepared to suffer? So you say, but only time will tell. In any case, you'll need equipment to get started. This needle should suffice for now. I need not explain what a needle is, I trust. Good. Hold it as you would when sewing, and show me you're ready to begin. Alright, so that unlocks that. Okay, yeah. Doesn't list a desynthesis skill number, so I am gonna have to level up to 30, unfortunately. So, yeah, the main focus for these is just going to be like Goldsmith and Miner, you know. Yeah, but so for the crafters, I'm just gonna go ahead and off-screen unlock the rest of them, just so I can, you know, start powering them up to 30, so I can, you know, just desynthesis everything, because money! Like, for instance, heck are these Baron earrings? So, for instance, I don't need these brass earrings anymore. Let's do a desynthesis. And... so, it doesn't... like, it used to be that you had to be within a certain level range of the item, but to be able to even try and desynthesis, but now you don't. So you can just do it whatever level. So that's leather worker, so I can't do it, for instance, but this is Goldsmith. So, anyway, yeah, so we will actually go ahead and do the 2.1 story next time. Yeah, so like this is a level 38 desynthesis. I can, by being over now, it just means you get better items. That's what it is, or more items. One of the two, depending on what you're desynthesizing. Yeah, so next time I'll actually go ahead and do the 2.1 story. Like I said, I am going to unlock the rest of the crafters off screen because, like I said, my focus is purely going to be goldsmithing in terms of doing recording stuff. And I just need to get to the point where I can, you know, decent, so I can try and make some money off of it. We're also already almost capped, or almost to the max level for those, because we have so much random stuff here. Oh, my copper rings. I'm trying to just, like, focus on the stuff that's bound, or, like, that has bound to me. You can't desynthesize everything, of course, but you can get most things. Including dungeon gear, which is why I'm like, don't get rid of dungeon gear. So yeah, anyways, I'm rambling at this point, so thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoy it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps her keep being content like this. You can find the links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt, signing out.